with contractors, the ones that we've had problems with was whenever we've partnered with a contractor. Why I preach very, very intensely against it is don't partner with a contractor, because then they hold the inspections, they hold the permits, they hold everything. They kind of hold the project hostage at that point, especially when they're not working through scopes and they are doing like everything, and then everything is partially done, so it makes it harder to bring somebody new to partially finish things here and there. So those are the times that we've had problems, and we've continued to have problems because there's been that downtown project that we're doing. It's going on 3 years. And it's been a mixture of the city, the historic board, and the contractor.
Yep.
And it's one of those that, like, I would have loved to see that guy, go to sleep on a train track. But, that's why he handles the contractors. He is much more calm, cool, collected, works with them.
I didn't grow up in New York.
Yeah, I don't have the patience, and it just drives me insane. So, but it's because we partnered with him, and we created that partnership, and that's why now we do scopes of work, and we hire based on the scope, and you get paid per scope. That way, it's like, if I don't want you, you're done, but that's the scope that needs to get done. I can replace you, no problem, right? Versus if you give somebody, like you get, a GC, and they take on the whole project, they'll start here, go here, go here, go here, then they'll stop showing up.
That's usually when you run into problems, when they feel like they're owed more money because they did other things, and that's when it becomes difficult to get rid of them. But we never had a problem because besides partnerships we've done with contractors, they've never had like giant scopes of work. Mm-hmm. And then even then, it's just like they kind of know too. We're like, hey man, this isn't working out. I can't wait. You got to go. And it might cost you a little bit. I'm not the type to really argue with it. It's like, here's $500,000. Get out of my way so I can finish this project. I don't want to deal with you.
And our first project, the first property we ever renovated in San Antonio, we hired a contractor, GC, good guy, good talker, everything. He was the one that always tell the story that he did the whole demo of the house, puts the floors, everything, and then asks us, "Are you guys going to do trim, base molding?" Yeah, you ripped them off. Oh, well, that wasn't in the bid. I'm sorry, do you do something else with base molding? Like, are we gonna just paint to the floor and caulk the rest? Like, what did you think was gonna happen, right? So it was those little change orders that was just getting very aggravating. And I like working with pine moldings. I'm like, oh, good for you. I like working in air conditioning.
Do you have a secret list?
Of who not to hire?
These people list, and you kind of go, here's the secret list.
I have a list of who not to hire. Of who to hire, we don't share.
You can just share the who not to hire.
Yes, we can definitely share that list.
Share the who don't hire these people.
Yeah, I mean, it's and even who to hire, we try to keep good relationships with all our contractors. We're very loyal. If you've been working for us and showing up and everything, we won't replace you. We're not looking. We don't enjoy finding new people. It's not easy and taking the risk and everything, but it's just, they say contractors have a shelf life, and man, are they right? So we've had a few that are kind of like our foundation guy. Him we've been using since forever. But even still, like, it gets to a point where it's like, all right, you're starting to get a little greedy there, buddy, and got to start looking elsewhere, because at the end of the day, it is a business. So, that's pretty much a long answer to your contract.
Because of the problems you're having, is that why John became a general contractor? You're a general contractor, right?
Yeah. Well, it's also because like this project alone is like, I want to be the GC for this, so I can submit permits, I can pull the permits, I can control the flow of the project. I don't have to rely on somebody else to pull those permits and do those things. So I can always go down to the city and say, what is the actual issue here? What's taking, I don't have to go through somebody like, hey, what's the problem? And get some BS storyline of like what the issue is. Like, I can go verify. And I can do that on my projects, but like our downtown projects, like I'm not the general contractor, so I can't go down there and be like, what's the problem? We're like, well, who are you? I'd have to go down there and show them the owner and become a big headache to try to do that. But as a contractor, it's like, I know.